Hey guys, welcome back to my channel again. My name is Arsalan and today we are on day 8 of building the problem solving skills with the help of Python. If you are very new to this playlist, very new to this channel, let me give you a very brief introduction of what this playlist is all about. So in this playlist we have been solving question based on numbers and we are using Python to do this. So we are using Python language to build our problem solving skills, and we have already done question based on strings. Right now we are focusing on numbers, primarily on integers, and we are doing this to build our logical understanding problem solving skills. Now we started from day 1 where we have solved a very basic question as you can see on the screen, and I have already explained this and deep. And then we move on to day 2 where we have solved different question. On day 3 we have solved different question. On day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8 we will be solving different type of question, and we have already done so. So now we will be solving on question number 8. We will be solving different question which is to implement a function to find the least common multiple. Now we have to create a function which will be finding the least common multiple, which is also called LCM. And to do so, I will be first of all explaining it to you what is LCM and what is least common multiple. I will explaining it to you. And just before starting to solve this question, guys, do subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, press the bell icon button, and bookmark the playlist so that you can get the updates from the channel. So what I'm gonna do here is, guys, I will be telling it to you that how things will be working on day 8 and how this question we have to approach. So first of all, let's understand what is LCM. So let's suppose we have a number, num1 is equals to 10 and num2 is equals to 20. Now let's suppose let's take out the multiples. So multiples of 10 will be what? 10. Let me just put it inside a list. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100, 110, so on and so forth. It will be just to infinite. Now these are the multiples. Why these are the multiples, guys? Because you can see what is happening here is that we are just multiplying each individual means we are just multiplying 10 with each individual numbers. Let's suppose first of all we are just multiplying it by 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Till 11 we have multiplied. Then you can also add 12. It will be 120, then it will be 130, 140, 150, 160, and so on and so forth. Similarly for num2, let's suppose it is 20. So how things will be for 20? It will be 20, right? It will be 20. It is starting from 20, then 20, 40, 60, and so on and so forth. Let me just write it like this: 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. Then it will be what? It will be 140, 160, 180, and then 200, and so on and so forth. 220, 240. You can write one more, 260 if you wish. And this is what the multiples will be, and so on and so forth. So these are the multiples. All right, so these are the multiples. Now if you want to take out the common multiples, what is common multiples? Common multiples are multiples which are common between these two numbers. So the common multiples here will be 20 and 20. So let's just write common multiples, guys. Common multiples is equals to 20, then we have 40, then we have 60, then we have 80, then we have 100, then we have 120, all right, then we have 140, and so on and so forth. So these are common multiples. What is least common multiple? Least common multiple is 20. All right, so least common multiple here is 20. So we can just write LCM is equals to 20. So this is what LCM is. Now Now how do we take, we know what is LCM now, right? We know what is LCM. If you guys already know this, it was well and good, but if you do not know, I have told you that what is LCM. Now this is LCM. LCM what? Uh, the first number inside common multiples. Multiples, we know that we will listing all the multiples of 10 and 20 individually, then we will be taking out the common multiples, which will be 20, 40, 60, 100, 120, 140, and so on and so forth. And to take out the LCM, what we will be taking out? We will be taking out 20, because 20 is the first common multiple, which is the least common multiple, right? So we'll be taking out 20. Now to approach this question, what I'm going to do here, first of all, I will creating a function that will be named as LCM, and we'll be writing num1 and num2 inside this function as two parameters, and then we will be writing something to make it work, our logic. Now what our logic here will be? Our logic here will be to check the LCM. So to check the LCM, what I can write here is I can write my approach here could be that I will be writing multiples is equals to an empty list, and in this I will be just appending the multiples, or I can write for first of all I have to take out the range. What I mean here is that I have to take out the range, right? So to take out the range, I will be writing that range means what range, that till where it will be iterated, to which number I have to iterate. So the range will be the iteration count, so that will be the number of iteration that my loop will be running to. So num1 multiplied by num2. So why I'm taking num1 multiplied by num2? Because this num1 and num2 will be the highest multiple, and I have to iterate it through. And if I will be iterating this till num1 into num2, what it will be happening? It will be iterating. Let's suppose we have num1 and num2, so it will be iterating till 200. And if there is no number which is below 200, which is a common multiple, then we will be taking this number as our least common multiple. All right, so let's say let's just do it practically so that you can understand this. So let's say for num in range, we'll be starting it from 1, and I've already told it to you that why I'll be starting it from 1, because if you multiply the number 1 with any number, what it will be happening, it will be giving me a 0 as the count. And if I take range num, and if I print num, and I have to call this function as well. So let's just call this function LCM, and I will be taking 10 and 20, of course, because I already told you that how it will be working for 10 and 20. So I will be taking 10 and 20 again. Now see that I'm getting it starting from 1 till 199. And what I'm going to do here is again I will be just putting +1, because range num, it will be num, not num. +1, I will be taking +1 because I already told you that now range that this range num will be exclusive number. It will be printing till 199, so I have to add 1 to make it included. So right now if I run this, it will be included, that 200 will be now included. Now I have to deal with what? I have to deal with number. So first of all, what I am going to do here is I will be checking that this number, if this number, what number? If I print this number, if I just print these numbers, in fact, so what I'm going to do here is, see, I am going to check that this number 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, or you can just count it from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 till 200, till our range. You will be counting it, right? You will be counting from 1 till 200 if we have a range as 1 to 200. So I'm gonna check that if these numbers among these numbers, if there is any number which is divisible by num1 and as well as divisible by num2. What I mean here is, if this number, this number in if among any of these number, if it is divisible by both num1 and num2. What I mean here is, let's just write this. I will be checking if I will be putting a condition. What condition? I will be putting a condition saying what? I will be putting a condition saying that if there is any num which is divisible by both num1 and num2, this will be giving me the factors, and those factors will be our multiples. So what I mean here is, let's just understand it clearly, that we'll be starting first iteration will be num1, second iteration will be num2, third iteration will be num3, and fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. So on 10th iteration, what it will be happening, it will be divisible by num1 will be divisible by 2, num1 it will be divisible by num, and but num2 will be not divisible by num2, so we'll be again not taking this number. Then we will be taking for num2 and that is 20. Then that 20 will be divisible by both num1 and num2. So what I'm going to write here is, see guys, I'll be writing that if num1 mod not num1, I will taking num mod num1 is equals to 0, and I will be appending those value in my multiples. So if I just multiples dot append, if I just write it multiples dot append num, so what it will be happening, let me just show it to you, that if I do it and return multiples, I will be getting 10, 20, 30, 40. So all of the multiples which are of 10, it will be just appended in my multiples of 10. Let me just return this, and what I'm going to do here is range multiples dot append nums, num mod num1 is equals to 0, and num will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So num is 10, and I will be printing this value, print this function. Now if I try to run this code, you will be seeing that I'm getting multiples of 10 as 10, 20, 30, 40 in the range of 1 till 200. So see, I'm getting all the values including from 1 till 200, right? And I'm getting all the multiples of 10 in the range of 1 till 200. Guys, I hope you have understood this. Now I will be just doing one more thing, that I will be putting AND condition here. I have to take multiples of both num1 and num2, right? So I will be writing num mod num2 is equals to 0. Now I have to take not only of 1, I have to take as well as of num2 as well. I have to take multiples of num and num2, multiples of num1 as well as of num2. So I will be writing AND condition here, that if it is divisible, if any number which is divisible by num1 and this is very important here, that any number which is divisible by number 1 and this condition is very important, and that same number is divisible by num2 as well, then that number should be appended in my multiples list. Now if I try to run this code, now in this set of result, what we'll be getting, in this result what we'll be getting 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180 and 200. Now you can see the change here, that first of all we were getting this value multiples of 10. Right now we are getting multiples of 10 and 20, both of them we are getting. All right, now we are getting the multiples are, these multiples are common multiples. We can write common multiples instead, to give it a proper name, common multiples, and we will just replacing it accordingly. We do not have to worry about this. We'll be just replacing it accordingly, and this will be giving me the same result as it was giving me previously, right? Yes, it is giving me the same result. And now what I'm going to do here is I have to take out the what we can say the LCM, what we can do here is we can just simply write an f string here, an f string here, an f string here, and in that f string what I'm going to do here is I will be writing LCM, and to take out the LCM what I'm going to do here is instead of writing this I will be using what, min. So now this min I will be not putting it here, sorry, I will be putting it inside my curly braces. This I will be putting min here. All right, and this will be giving me the LCM. See, it is giving me the LCM as 20. Now let's take another value, set of pair. Let's suppose let's take 5, 15, or let's 15, and let's take 5. So now 5 multiples will be 5, 10, 20, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and this the LCM here will be 15 itself. Let's just see the LCM is 15. So this is what we have to do, guys. Now let's take some weird value. Let's take some values which includes prime number. Let's take 7, and let's take 31. So the LCM here will be the 70. The LCM will be 31 multiplied by 7. It will be 21, 277 to 217. So let's see 207, LCM is 217. So this is how the things will be working here, guys. I hope you have understood this question. One more way, as I have just told you in my SCF, that how we have done this with the help of indexing. We can do it with our LCM too. Like we have indexed it, our we when we take the max value we just write -1. To take out the least value, the minimum value, what we can do, we can take out an alternate way to do this, as we have done it. Or for our SCF1 we can just write alternate way, and we can just write return what, f string only. We'll be returning the same thing, but I will be just doing it in an alternate way. Alright, I will just doing it in alternate way. Let's just comment this thing, and what I'm gonna do here is instead of printing min here, I can just print the first value of my list. Alright, so to print the first value of my list, it will be giving me the same result as it was giving me previously. So why this will be working here? Because see, 0 index will be giving me the 0th value, which will be my first value, and this will be my least count. This will be my least count, which will be 20. So hope you have understood this point of my argument too, that why I have put like this, and hope you have understood this question, guys. And if you do so, please guys do subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, press the bell icon button, and bookmark the playlist so that you can get the updates from the channel. Thank you guys for watching this video, and see you next time.